Yung Homeschool Support Center, Grace and I, okay na kami sa homeschooling. Pero alam namin na hindi enough yun eh. Sa amin, gusto talaga namin is you teach your own son, your own child. If you have the opportunity, kung kaya nyo na i-homeschool, yun yung advocate namin. I-homeschool nyo. We don't want you to enroll to us full-time. So, sa homeschooling, we avoid competition. Competing only with oneself. Enough para maging masaya when they go out. We will ensure that our children develop both the skills a sound education provides and competencies essential for individual success. So we are actually a support center. Ang tuition center is focused on the grades, right? Happy Family Homeschool of Excellence, focusing on the grades and the life skills related to that grade.
Ayan! Good evening! Good evening, Miss Norma. Good evening! Magandang gabi.
Good evening.
Magandang gabi at magandang gabi sa ating mga kasama dyan online. Batiin na natin sila, Miss Norma. Mauna na ako.
Hi everyone, good evening. Magandang gabi sa ating lahat. At welcome back sa ating BalikBahay Talk Series number 4. Ayan. Tina.
Yes. Today, nag-English na ako kasi this on our 4th BalikBahay Talk, we're going to have some nosebleed. Because of course, our topic for today is none other than English topic. Pero before
virtual schooling talks, right?
Yes, opo. But before that, before our dig into English language, let's go back to the past 3. Tatlo na. Nakaapat na po kami. Thank you for supporting our thank you for supporting our talk and for watching us here. Ms. Norma, ano ba yung ating mga nakaraang talk at paano nga ba natin ito maitatagnay talaga yung Tagalog, no?
Yung Tagalog na term. Siyempre kasi maraming nanonood sa atin ng mga Pilipino, kahit saang parte ng mundo may Pilipino. Alam natin yan. So, yung mga recent topics natin were all about homeschooling. So, the first one was the nature of homeschooling and how is it done, and the experiences of Miss Joy. Yan yung amazing experience of Miss Joy. And then the second talk was the challenges, right? The challenges experienced by Miss Laya. Lian yun nasa isip Miss Laya. And the third one was a talk of Miss Pat. And basically, yun yung experience niya as a homeschool mom for several years. And as being part of the HFSE family, syempre.
Oo. Yun. So, ang layo na nun, di ba? Parang nakakatuwa na balik-balikan yung mga nakaraan after almost 5 years of HFSE, from a problem to another problem to providing solution for making the families to be together. So, itong BalikBahay Talk na to, It's not just because we wanted to chit chat with you, but we wanted to provide you more information on how you can better have your child learn at home and productively, effectively. Yan. So, yes, Miss Norma, ano na bang nangyayari sa Pilipinas? Anything
Okay.
that's new? New
Yes.
there?
Update. So
Mhm.
last week I mentioned about the scenario of the different types of approaches and strategies in learning. Now this time, the opening of the school year in the public schools, this was delivered by the government that it was
Mm-mm.
moved to
Yeah.
October 5. So
Mm-mm.
na-move po siya sa October 5.
Mm-mm.
But
Mm-mm.
of course, merong mga private schools kagaya kung saan ako nang nandun dito sa
Mm-mm.
Pilipinas, um, some of the schools opted to continue kasi nakapagsimula na. Continue what
Mm-mm.
they have started, and those who will be starting next week will be, of course, doing the same as a
Mm-mm.
schedule. So, yun yung
Mm-mm.
mga kaganapan dito sa
Mm-mm.
Pilipinas.
Well, oo nga, ayan. Sa Singapore naman, dito, ganun pa din, pero nakakatuwa kasi nga, bumababa na yung number dito ng number ng mga nagkakaroon at natetest ng positive at saka talaga namang contain. From the start naman na after ng aming phase 2, nag-phase 2 ng Singapore, where we are continuously having our online and on-site classes. So, medyo new normal pa rin. We are looking forward to really gathering no mas madami kasi ngayon hanggang 5 lang pwede kami magkita. So, yung friends iba sa virtual muna, yung iba sa uh, sa five people in a table. So, yan. So, good evening po sa lahat ng nanonood. So, bago pa, without any further ado, let us introduce
Yes.
our speaker. So, I really have to dig into my English because, I've been here in Singapore for 11 years. So, but I've been speaking with Filipinos most of the time. But of course, um, as we all said, even this um this live video is in English. So there's a need for us, like not everyone are equipped or knowledgeable about English. So how we can really further know and adapt English as the universal language, and what was the history, how it came all about. Why is not Tagalog or why is that not Chinese, or why is it not other language? Why English? So let me introduce to you our distinguished speaker, sharer, teacher, mother, everything in between. Our dear Miss Sulonaidu. She is actually a teacher, a subject representative. I must be careful with that. Subject representative, English subject representative. Ms. Suluis has a 20 years of teaching and coaching experience, 12 years of which is an IELTS instructor. She has worked in Egypt, Switzerland, Belgium, Malaysia, and Indonesia. So many, so many countries. She's a jet setter and taught students from China, Japan, Korea, Vietnam, Mongolia, Germany, France, Russia, India, among others. What else country that's not specified here? She's a multilingual who speaks English, Mandarin, Malay, Tamil, and Arabic. Okay. So there's so many countries that she has been through, and she is not just bilingual, not trilingual, but multilingual. She understands. Next time, she will understand Tagalog soon. I will coach her. So without further ado, let's have on board Miss Sulu Naidu. Welcome and good evening, Miss Sulu.
Good
Good evening, Miss
evening.
Fine.
Good evening, Miss. Miss Nina, good evening, Miss Norma. Salamat. Thank you, Cecilia, for
Yes.
inviting me today.
Mm-mm.
I am indeed very glad to be
Yes.
part of all of you, and
Mm-hmm.
indeed very excited to share everything which I know about the English language for the betterment
Yes.
of our parents, of our listeners today, so that it will be a journey which they can move forward, carry forward, and also embrace after tonight. And they will think about it after tonight, after this session is over. They will think, wow, there are so many insights and so many ideas behind why I should do English,
Yeah.
why I should
What
study
should we learn?
English, why
Yeah.
my children should study English today. It
Mm-hmm.
not even should. Should is actually a model auxiliary verb.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, if
Oh,
you
very
really,
nice. Okay.
yes, should is actually a
We're
model
going to have a minute lecture
model
already.
model verb, and the correct word should be must. Okay,
Oh,
must
yeah.
means is 100%. 100% you are saying that you have to study English. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
I and Thank you, Miss Nina, for giving me this opportunity to come aboard to share these moments with you all. And Miss
Mm-mm.
Norma, from her mama land, she is
Yeah.
there and making time for us. I sincerely appreciate the two wonderful ladies, and it has shown that it's ladies can make it. We are superpower. We can make it. Okay, we can make it. We can do it. And yes, and this is also being transformed in school also when I deliver a lesson and when I work with Miss Nina and Miss Norma.
Mm-hmm.
So it's an exciting moment, and I'm looking forward to your questions, and
Yeah.
I am willing to, as far as much as possible, what we have learned is this much.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, the world, there's so many other things to look at. So
Mm-hmm.
whatever knowledge I have, without any qualms or without any putting it in my heart, whatever I have,
Mm-hmm.
I will share my knowledge with all of you, because one thing is, when knowledge is being shared at the correct time, with correct time, correct place, by the correct person, will change your life. And I
Amen.
totally believe in this. Yes,
Yeah. Actually, Miss
yes.
Sulu, that because of that, I just early this morning, I love quotes. I love quotes. That's with your sharing. I just wanted to share a quote that specifically mimic what you have just shared. And I know that you are one of this, a wise woman. Yeah, okay. A wise woman does not keep her wisdom to herself. She shares wisdom with the world because she knows that through wisdom, many lives can be transformed. That's how I think this is very how the universe or life this morning. This is one of the quote that I am trying to dig in, and I believe that tonight will not just nosebleed because I have to speak in English full. But
Yes.
of course, I know that I'm going to learn Miss Norma as well here. We're going to learn how really, and we will be encouraging our viewers here what really are the needs, what we can learn, and how we really can encourage our learners to really learn English. So I'm have a lot of questions now. So without further ado, I would want to ask you my very first question, Miss Universe question, which is why English language is the universal language? What happened? How how does it become the universal language, Miss Sulu? Can you help us to share how it all began?
Okay, I'll throw back the question to you. First thing is, when you buy a product, what
Mhm.
is the first thing you turn to look at?
The label.
And then after that,
The
where is it?
instruction
Instruction, and where is it?
made.
Yes, where is it made from? Okay,
Okay.
okay, let's say, okay, this product is made in from this country.
Oh,
Okay, and you say, oh, the quality, the standard must be
oh,
very high, and
oh,
you
I,
take it in. Okay,
mm-mm,
so when you ask me why English is a universal language, it's because
mm-mm,
all over the world. First note is the superpowers are the English speaking countries. The superpowers. When I say
mm-mm,
in terms of job, in terms of universities, in terms of medium of instruction, they
mm-mm,
are all these countries which actually deliver the language in English. Okay, I have worked in Switzerland, okay, for four
mm-mm,
years, and English was one of the major languages which is actually spoken and riveted. Geneva, I was based in Geneva. Geneva
mm-mm,
used to be United Nations, one of their headquarters, and also Washington. Okay, so when you look at it in Washington and New York, United
mm-mm,
Nations is also placed there. So you see, the superpowers actually control the language, which is the influence, which is English. When you talk about universal language, you just started off just now by saying, I'm going to ask the Miss Universe question to Sulo. When you said that the Miss Universe questions, most of the girls, even from Venezuela, Puerto Rico, Brazil, they actually speak nowadays in English. When the questions are being asked, they ask, do you need a translator? They say, no, we can say it in English. So that is already a very, very big highlight that English is a universal language. Another thing, coming back to you, Miss Universe, is when you look at the judges over there, most
yeah,
of them are from English speaking countries.
mm-mm,
Most of them are from English speaking countries. And our highlight today is basically education. When you look at medium of English in most of the universities, okay, in Australian universities, Canadian universities, Singapore, Malaysia, okay, um, what do you call this? UK, okay, Germany, okay, most of those universities, their delivery or the medium of instruction when they teach is in English. Okay,
mm-mm,
so
mm-mm,
that's practically why we say that it is a medium of, I mean, it is a universal language for, because everyone and anyone is accepting this language, first of all, and everyone and anyone uses it. When you have a road sign in most of the countries, road sign in most of the countries, you will see, although their own, nationality, like I have been to
mm-mm,
UAE, Dubai, okay, you will see it is written in Arabic, but definitely
mm-mm,
they would put a sign in English. Okay, you most people will say, oh, I would like to travel to English speaking countries. Why? Because it's you feel very comfortable because you're already with the language. And Thailand, which is very very super power for their tourism industry, almost everyone can speak English today over there. Why? It's because they are attracting international tourists. They're not attracting ASEAN tourists now. They are traveling, attracting international tourists, and international tourists speak English. The Japanese today, the power, they all can speak English. 20 years ago, 30 years ago, they cannot. But today, the Japanese English is so good, they can speak English. So for me,
yeah, yeah,
I look at it in terms of every corner, in terms of life, in terms of education, in terms of business, in terms of work. English is a vital language. It's a vital language. You need not have a translator to speak it's very easily learnable. I use the word
Yeah.
learnable. Okay,
Yeah,
Google is in
understand.
English. The part of Google is
Yeah.
English. Yeah, so
Yeah.
English. That's why it's the.
Agreed.
I feel that it's really a universal language, not because I teach it, because I feel that we really need it for every aspects in our life today. Okay,
Mhm.
don't talk about going far away to Nigeria, Ghana. Don't talk about it.
Yeah.
uh, Philippines, Mama Land, has
Yeah.
a very good history about English. Okay, y'all were ruled. I think Miss Norma can tell us the story about your rulers were actually ruled by
Yeah.
Americans for so many years,
Mm.
and then we gave. I mean, they actually gave, and that's the reason why all of you have got De Cruz, all those surnames, So
Yeah.
it's actually the English down there, and most of your names, when you look at it, it's all English names. Okay, Mary, Agnes, you know, my name is Slochna. Slochna is never an English name. It's a
Mm.
typical Tamil name. It's a typical Indian name. Whereas you
Mhm.
see, your names itself has that English influence.
Mhm. Yeah.
Have
I'm
I
Nina
answered?
then.
That's why it's universal
I'm
language.
Nina. So I'm
Yes, I
universal.
know.
So my name, but
Yes, I agree.
my,
Yes.
my name is Nina, but my surname is Sulit, which is worth it. It is in Tagalog, and Kapananta is a long surname, which many has interpreted. Yeah, yeah, Miss Norma, welcome back. Yeah.
I'm so sorry about the internet connection. It happened. Yeah.
Mm-mm. So it's okay. It's like Miss Sulo has already answered my next question before I even asked it. Like, what are the pros, benefits of English as universal language? She has narrated quite a lot of it already, and of course, someone like me as a Filipino who grew up speaking Tagalog in my native country, of course, my beloved Philippines, and venturing out abroad here, I can actually say to you that it was a struggle, especially during the first years of my stay here, because I cannot. I mean, I do know how to read in English. I cannot speak fluently in English. So in particular, so there's a need for me really like if I could have before I went abroad, especially now that we are all migrating, we are all traveling, of course now, not now, but the communication, the connection of every individual, regardless of which country you are in, we can connect with them through virtual. And how can we communicate with them? Of course, through the English language. So, but of course, Miss Sulu, we have narrated, we have discussed about the positive, I mean the pros, the benefits. Is there any advantage why of learning the English language, like especially for us, like here in ASEAN? Is there any cons or disadvantage that if we are going to learn English?
Okay. Language, anything you learn, it's never a
Mm-hmm.
disadvantage. God has
Mm-hmm.
given you brains, a left and the right, to
Mm-hmm.
think, analyze, understand, comprehend, and acquire. When you learn something, it is never a
Mm-hmm.
wasted skill. It's never
Thank
a wasted learning transformation in you. So,
you.
learning to crawl, learning to walk, learning to run, it's also one of the ability. So, learning to acquire English is also one of the abilities which will stay with you for your lifetime. It is a lifetime achievement. It's a life skill which you need. Okay, in Singapore we have future skills. Okay, Okay, we have future skills, and one of the keynote over there is spoken and written English. Okay, they have courses for spoken English and written English. Remember something, Singapore, everything and anything, the medium of instruction is in English. And if people actually enhance and say, okay, we give you more opportunity to upgrade yourself, to be a lifelong learner, okay, on writing business report. People who work, we call it business English. Okay, in business English, what is being taught? I wanted myself, okay, what is being taught? So I actually taught that subject, and I realized that they teach report writing properly. Okay, how to write a proper report writing, formal emails, informal emails, semi-formal emails, proposal writing, submissions. All this is being taught in business English. Business English also teaches a person why does the Japanese is able to clinch a deal like that. For that, you need to have also ethics, certain ethics which you portray in front of your client on how to handle them. So one of the skills which I have actually acquired to teach my students is Pacific's English techniques or ethics, which you actually, when you see a client, you actually put in front of them, and how do you word your wordings. Okay, word your wordings. Okay, for example, you use passive or active. Okay, it's very simple. So that's business English. This is for adults, and every adult in Singapore, or most of the lifelong learners who are already, okay, they may already have a degree, or they may already be in the level where they are already director levels. Okay, but do you know, until today they go for business English courses. Why? It's because technology is changing. Even when you type on a chat, even when you type something on a chat message, what happens is there is certain ethics, there are certain techniques when you do it. Okay, next is, of course, written English. When you do business English, another important thing is that nowadays we have PowerPoint presentations. PowerPoint presentations, oh, people get scared. What you need to know, 2 words, 3 words over there, but you memorize 2 slides. This is what is being taught in the school, I mean in my lesson. Second thing, which is very important, we all have our future generation behind me, in front of me, at the side of me, left, right, center, behind. Our time, we upgrade ourselves for our job advancement. We upgrade our children for their future. We give knowledge to our children for their future. So we do have things like creative writing. Okay, we do creative writing. We teach them how to write compositions, letter writing, situational writing, reports, proposals, but not in a big scale, but for their level. For example, they witness something, they write what they have witnessed to the principal, to the town council, those kind of things. Children do that in creative writing. And creative writing also is essay writing, which is composition writing in Singapore, we call it. And I teach them how to do composition writing. And this is for the children. Of course, we have our English classes. Okay, English classes, from no one is left out, from level 1 to level 5. I can close my eyes and tell you, level 1 is basic, level 2 is elementary, level 3 is intermediate, level 4 is upper intermediate, and level 5 is advanced level. Level 5, advanced level, is the level which you will be able to do your IELTS. Okay, IELTS is International English Language Testing System. Okay, it is, if you have a 6.5, 7.5 IELTS, even 8, you'll be admitted. You'll be given automatic, entry into very good universities in UK, Canada, Australia, Singapore, and one more country is what?
New
New
Zealand.
Zealand. Okay, so that is a plus. Yes,
Yeah.
it's a growing place. New Zealand is a growing place. Okay, so
Amen. Yeah.
today I'm so sorry to say, am I talking about okay？我可以讲华语，我可以讲华语，我可以告诉你们这个有的。But am I saying this in Mandarin? No, because yes, the population can be very big. You know, my second rice bowl, which is my China students. Okay, yeah, yes, the population can be very big, but how many percent of the population can speak standard English? There's a difference. Standard English and good English. When you speak standard English, you will be recognized all over the world. Okay, so when you take IELTS, this is for an adult. Okay, 6.5, 7.5. I can close my eyes and tell you, even without interview, you'll be admitted into good universities around the 4 or 5 English-speaking countries I'm talking about. Okay, if your first language is not medium of instruction is not English, like for example, Republic of Philippines, okay? It is not. So they will require you to have IELTS. Okay, they will give you a placement test. So that's why you go from level 1 to level 5. Level 5, which is the advanced level, is the IELTS level. You see, I started with children and adults. I'm speaking in terms of both. Why? Adults, we are lifelong learners. We have to upgrade ourselves, keep on learning. No knowledge which you acquired is lost. No knowledge, nobody can steal this from you. A knowledge which you have acquired here in your brain, it's a memory bank. Nobody can take this from you. Okay, it goes with you from the time I and Miss Nina and Miss Norma can remember our English teachers who have taught us English in primary school, in secondary school, in universities. Okay, it's because the knowledge they gave us is quality, not quantity. Okay,
Yeah.
and then speak about children's knowledge. It's children are like sponge, when you pour, absorb. You won't believe it. They absorb like nobody's business. So, starting from 4 years old, you start teaching them a language. Okay, 3 years upwards, you start teaching them a language. This language will stay in their mind forever. I will never hear Arabic, which I've learned 20 years ago. Okay, or 25 years ago, I could still remember. انت كويس جدا يا ماما حط بتدي بركة شفت بقى زيك يا روح عند في البيت. You see, how are you today? I'm so happy to see you. I'm going to come to your house soon. This is what I said in Arabic. So knowledge which I've acquired will stay with you forever. So kindly um, give knowledge to yourself, nourish yourself, left and the light brain, okay, and nourish our generation which is beside us. So the after us, history will speak about it. After us, oh, today I'm very proud to say, oh, today because my grandfather ran away from India 50 years ago or 100 years ago, that's why Sulo is able to speak English. If not, I'll speak Tamil. நீ நல்லா இருக்கியா நல்லா சாப்பிட்டியா என்ன செய்யற? You see, automatically I change. I shake my head.
Yeah. With the body language.
Okay.
Yeah.
You
A
see?
lot massive experiences.
I cannot hear
and
you, Miss
knowledge
Norma.
about- Yeah, you have given us a lot of advantages and disadvantages. And I was about to ask you about that, but because you have mentioned already the advantages and disadvantages of our topic tonight. So I'll be asking you, now that we know how to now that we know that we need to enhance our skills, that we have to have the knowledge of English, that there is this English as a universal language. I wanted to know, Ms. Zulu, because there are parents here who are watching with us. So I want to ask, what can we do to actually enhance our communication skills? Like, what are the approaches as a teacher, as a mom, as a parent, as an administrator, as an academic leader? What are the things that you could give us, like your advice, so we could enhance our communication skills? The strategies that you know, the approaches that you know. Could
Okay.
you please help us out with that?
Okay. Okay. Can I speak?
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
Okay. When you talk about communication skills, first of all, you need to listen. Okay? Listen to Standard English, BBC. Okay, you listen to BBC News, you listen to CNN News. Okay, I won't advise you to watch the Bollywood movies because they have the English there is a little bit too slangish. Okay, too slangish. So
Now,
it's not wise with kids to watch. Okay. But on the other hand, kids who are young, they can. Disney still has quality. Disney still has quality cartoons, quality shows. Okay, and you can also have these Barney shows. I do not know whether you're still y'all are intact with all these Barney shows. Uh, these are shows which this is you see, you listen, and you watch with kids. This is you can do it at leisure, but you still need to talk to the kids. So try to speak to the kids. You learn first. Yes, everything comes with you, right? Yeah,
yeah.
you learn first. As father and
Yeah.
mother, you learn first. When you learn, okay, then you give the knowledge to your kids. At my home, we never, I'm so sorry to say, we never speak Tamil at all, most of the time. Okay, most of the time. Uh, Most of the time we speak in English because it's what we breathe in, breathe out, eat, sleep, walk, dance, everything in English. So, I mean, it's everything is in English. So since everything is in English, automatically you will embrace. Another thing is, okay, I'm very busy, Sulo. I cannot speak English to them, or I don't want them to be in front of the television too long watching Barney because television is an addict, or internet, watching it in front of the television is an addict. Kindly send them to Sulo the Great. Okay, why? I'm telling you
Yeah.
because of the reason. They have no choice. You have a structured program. We have a structured program.
Yeah.
I have a structured program. Okay, your child is 7 years old. Every day, 1 hour, you learn, you acquire, you listen. What are you listening to? Am I speaking in Tagalog? No, I can't speak Tagalog at all. Maybe I know how to say salamat po. Yeah, okay. So that's
Mabuhay.
one only I know. Good
Yeah.
morning also I don't know how to say. Okay, sorry. Okay, I don't know how to say good morning also. Okay. So I don't know how to speak. So So the advantage is they are forced to learn from me or from a person who cannot speak your language. So I will not be saying, translating for them. I will not say salamat means thank you. I will not be saying that to them. I will be giving them the knowledge solely only in English. So we do have a structured program for children from 4, 5 years old all the way up to 20 years old. I still call them children now because as long as they are with us, until we have given birth to them, they are our children. This title, mommy, daddy, son, daughter, will never change. So they are our children even for a very, very long time, even if they are, okay, they are an adult. Okay, yes, 2021, they are an adult, but they are still children. But okay, Sulo, I really need them to move. I really need them to migrate. I really need them to change. What can they do? Learn, speak, listen, understand, acquire. Okay, Miss Dina just mentioned to all of you another very important factor is, apart from an English instructor or an English teacher myself, I'm also a life coach. I specialized, I studied life coaching in UK, coaching academy, and I specialized. I went to do a specialization in magic program. Magic is motivation, assertiveness, goal achievement, initiative, and confident communication. These five key magic program is very, very good for children and youth. Okay, youth, for them to enhance. It's just a 2 days program, and you will see the transformation in your child. They will be making smart goals, they will be making measurable goals, they will be dreaming, they will have dreams. What are dreams? Today we know when we sleep we dream. This That's not the dream. We have another dream for that. Okay, we use T grow method. T is topic, goal, options, and way forward. So we use the T grow method to actually teach your child to explore. First of all, as parents, we must know what the children want. Today, no children will tell me, Mommy, you know, no, nowadays youngsters are willing to explore, willing to travel. 10 years old, they are already having ideas to go out of the country. So, why not explore that? Give them a chance. Now, the virtual learning, okay, it's one way. First, track their movement, track whether they like it. Once they like it, right? When we go to supermarket, they give cheese for food tasting, something for food tasting. We taste, right? Then very nice, very nice. And our children, we eat, but we also ask our children, do you like it? The children will say, yes, mommy, I like it. Because our children like it, we buy it for them. Yes or no? So first, check with the children. What do they want? Do they want to move? Do they want to stay? What are their goals for the future? What I want to do is very important. What they want to acquire, what you want your children to achieve, that's very important. My grandfather came here as a very, very simple public, because he was educated, okay, and he came here very, very simple accounts. Says they used to sit down on the grounds and they used to do accounts for people. Very simple job. But his 5 children, he actually made them go to convent school. And today I'm very proud to say my mother studied in St. Anthony's Convent in Singapore. Okay. And the knowledge she has is much more than what I have, in fact, for my age. So it's inspiration. If my grandfather would have, no, I'm very happy in India. I will stay in India. I will plow my land. I will grow
Mhm.
rice. Yes, it is beautiful. It is satisfaction. But today, Sulo won't be here. Okay, and today I
Agree.
won't be talking to you. You see, the third generation
Mm-mm.
is power. Okay, so
Mm-mm.
understand our children, move forward with them, and enhance them by making them
Mhm.
acquire a language.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
the one that you mentioned
So
is
many.
very important. Yes. You know,
Mm-mm.
Miss Nina,
Mm.
um, just as I thought, I will be getting a lot from Miss Sulu's
I'll suggest.
discussion tonight
Mhm.
because I, yes, yes, because I know a lot of parents are watching right now, not just parents but also teachers. And
Yes.
what I got from her actually is that when you learn something, it's never a waste of time, and that is very true, and that is
Mhm.
important. Thank you, Miss Lou,
Agree.
for reminding us that thing. Yeah,
Yes.
thank you
Mm-hmm.
so much. Yeah. So I guess we Miss Nina, you have any more question? I believe we also have. You do you still have question, Miss Nina?
Um, Actually, for what Miss Sulu has shared, I don't have a question, but just a message. Because I would
Yeah.
just say to you and to all our viewers, when Miss Sulu, actually, it as HFSE is a calling, it's a mission that I have answered. Miss Sulu was also part of this mission, wherein she actually applied to HFSE 1 year, and then we only called her a year after, and then after she comes in, she helped us revamp the whole English syllabus, and how we can be proud of the program that we currently have. And this is something that we wanted to, not just our current student to experience, but all those who are not able to come here in Singapore but can enroll in our English language program and in our virtual school, because the program that Miss Sulu has made, and this is a testimony from our dear principal as well, it has been like, I've seen them the sit down on this, really work on this last year, and I'm very proud to let you know all that how English language has, I mean, our English syllabus has been um, prepared on, and now since we are offering it to not just here in Singapore, but to all us all over the globe actually. But of course, since we are in ASEAN, and since we an ASEAN nation, we are more tied up to our mother tongue. For a last parting message, probably Ms. Kuro, may I ask you to give us a message of encouragement, especially for our neighboring countries who who are scared to learn English. So, I mean, how can you encourage our learners from ASEAN, most especially, to learn English, as a parting message to them for this evening?
Okay,
Yes, Mr. Lo.
thank you, Miss Nina, for the question. Actually, um, do not be afraid to learn English. Why? Is because when you are born, you do not run immediately in a race. You walk, you learn to take baby crawl, you stand up, you
Mhm.
drop, you fell few times, you fall also few times, you get hurt, then you stand up again, you try again and
Yeah.
again, and then one day you are able to walk, and that's success. So if that can happen physically, mentally, to nourish yourself, do not be afraid. Our students, I have testimonials from my students from China who came in with zero knowledge,
Mm-mm.
and after 3 months, when they go out of the school, go out of the virtual learning, they go out with English. They go out with standard English speaking. They go out knowing how to write a proper sentence with capital letters, punctuation, with using correct vocabulary and grammar in a sentence. So it's just a start. Like for example, we learn how to initially learn how to play tennis. So many times we fall, we jump here, we jump there, we fell down. But wow, once the minute you learn how to do it, you will be really be very happy. And each hit is your strength, your hand strength when you hit, and that's why you are successful.
Yeah.
Every sport has its goal. Like that, learning a language also has the fruit to it. Okay, in sports you get trophy, you get medal. In language, what do you get? You get the knowledge forever in your brain.
Yeah.
You cannot be playing basketball when you are 90 years old. But today, the English which you learned at 90 years old, you will be able to speak because nobody can steal it from you. So, my dear Asian friends, Asian papa, mama, whoever who is watching this program, please make the first start. Do not be scared. Do not be afraid. Do not say, oh, I can't do it. I will not be able to do it. I can do it. I will do it. I will try to do it. That should be your motto. Okay? Thank you.
Thank you, Miss Sulu. Miss Norma, anything else? What? Actually, what Miss
Yeah,
Yes, Miss Norma.
I am actually digesting everything that Miss Sulu is talking about, and I got a lot tonight, just the same as the other speakers have given us and provided us massive experiences and
Yeah.
massive lessons, life lessons to learn.
Mm-hmm.
So I guess I have all these things now, and later in our recap and wrap up, I
Mm-hmm.
will just give this all to our viewers.
Okay. So thank you for that, Miss Sulu.
Thank you.
We
Salamat
we
po.
love
Merci beaucoup. Nandri.
Thank
Shukran.
you so much, Miss Sulu. Thank you so much.
Shani. At least I
Bye.
can add one language. Bye, Miss Sulu. We'll
Bye.
see you. Yeah, okay.
Bye, thank
Yeah.
you. Bye.
Ayun. Nakahinga ka na, Miss Norma? Well, tumabog ba yung ilaw mo? Thank you so much.
Yeah.
I mean, actually, eto na naman ako si actually, masasabihan na naman ako ng kapatid ko, pero actually ako. So I hope that our viewers, thank you for staying with us. Ako, more than the English language that Miss Sulu has shared, she has shared so many wisdom to us.
Yes.
Not just learning English, but like the parting words that she has given to to our viewers, like don't be scared. Whatever it is that yung sabi mo nga na whatever it is that you learn, wala na makakakuha niyan, 'di ba? So ikaw, Ate Nars, ano ba what learnings you have gotten from our dear Miss Sulu?
Yeah, na-inspire ako sa kanya kasi dito sa Philippines, sabi ko nga kanina,
Mm,
we've been experiencing a lot, and so deep yung mga wisdom na na-share niya sa atin tonight. So, not
mm,
just, basically not just with what she said about learning that is never wasted, and
mm,
also for the parents, she mentioned about the thing that we do not have to be afraid.
mm,
So, as long as we listen to our children, and that is very important. Kaya nga, di ba, kanina, daidugtong niya kasi eh. It's not actually about, actually din ako eh. No?
Pinsan tayo, magpinsan.
Nahawa, ano.
Mm,
So, hindi ito tungkol sa usaping English lamang. It's not basically
mm,
about
yeah.
you can speak English, that you can articulate using the English language, but basically you can connect with life and
Mm.
commune with people around you through language. Yun yung sinasabi nila. So,
Connect,
maka-
connect. Connect tayo ko, connect.
communicate ka sa language, gamit ang
Mm.
language, and then you will be able to translate it into relationship. Yun yung nakita
Yeah.
kong sa sinasabi niya.
Mm.
And as a parent ako, I got this idea that today's world is a changing world. And she mentioned about technology. Yes, we can combine technology with English, but definitely, as what she articulated, we must never take for granted the values. That's what she's been mentioning about relationship, communication, because the value of communicating with our kids, like yung sinabi niya kanina, as simple as we can teach them how to speak well, kapag tinanong mo sila every now and then, kunwari kumakain ngayon, do you like the food? How does it taste? Yung mga simpleng ganyan na questions would be meaningful for us parents kasi may communication, may relationship. Natouch ako dun sa ano niya, dun sa
Yeah.
wisdom na natin mo tonight. And
Oo.
gagayahin ko yung style niya.
Correct. Right. I mean, Miss Sulu, when I met her last year, I really like, I was like very much blessed, sobrang blessed kami na I was telling this to the team and kahit kay Miss Tina, how we are blessed with what her wisdom has. Especially naman ako, at paulit-ulit ko sinasabi sa inyong lahat na hindi po ako isang teacher, pero isa akong maganda, magandang accountant, ganyan lang. Taga-tuos lang po ako, calculator. So before that, before we end everything, batiin muna po natin ang mga nagtiyaga at sumama dito sa ating,
Yes. Ayan. Siyempre, yung ating number one.
yan,
Ayan.
ang ating number one avid fan, Miss Isa, ang aming president for Partners for Excellence. Good evening po.
Hello po.
Binabati niya din si Miss Sulo actually. At syempre ang ating, hindi ko to kilala eh.
Ano ang magbabasa para sa'yo?
Sige
Wow,
nga.
Miss Lou. The HFSE Multi-Language English Teacher. Galing sa pinakagwapong kakilala ko.
Oo
Nandyan
nga.
si Mr. Galing yan. Hi, sir.
Ayan. So si Miss Sulo talaga, she has a lot in her brains that she can speak of a lot of languages, and something na I would look up to her na I would want to also learn. Siguro hindi na Tamil, pero at least like Mandarin man lang. So at least magkaroon ako ng third language because like as ASEAN, that's our advantage. We are, especially here in this region, we are bilingual already. So for us, it's like we just have to enhance, no? Ayan po, batiin po natin ang ating pinakamagaling na video editor, pinakamagaling na, pinakapogi pa.
Yes,
Ayan,
yes, yes, yan.
bayad na po kami sa pagpapa-edit. Ayan.
Yung bago niyang effects.
Oo, napanood niyo po ba yun? Naku, mamaya ipe-play po namin ulit para mas makita niyo kung gaano kagaling niyang si Mr. John. Hello, Miss Len. Good evening. Thank you for watching.
Hi, Miss
Ayan
Len.
po. Ayan, ito syempre isa pa sa mga avid fan natin. Thank you, Miss Norma. Sabi ni Miss Potsi, si Miss Apple po yan sa pseudonym, si Miss Apple. Indeed, she is a blessing. All her rock stars are previous. Syempre, lahat po ng teacher ng HFSE, I would say that they are our gem, our rock stars, our shining, ano yan, light in the shining armor. So sila, I mean, they are our hero. At the end of the day, sabi ko, Miss Karma, ikaw nga, sino ba favorite teacher mo? English teacher mo? Kasi lagi yan, Miss Sulu will always ask us, who's your English teacher? But me and sharing
Ano ba hindi siya magtanong kung sino yung favorite ng English teacher?
who's your English teacher?
Kilala mo kasi professor natin sa letran yan dati.
Oh, sino?
Remember, marami sila eh. Remember, Dr. Agripina Reyes, my English teacher. Also, Ma'am Melina Batolina. I do not know if parang tumanda ako, parang mas bata na nga rin yung teacher mo. Miss Batolina, si Miss Agripina Reyes, si Mrs. Resilio. May mga favorite teachers ko nung kasi ilang sila magaling mag-English.
Yeah. No. Ako, may dalawa lang akong teacher na medyo natatak sa isip ko. Dalawa lang sila. Si Mr. Dania, sana nanonood siya. I was like, talagang isa siya doon sa matagal ko siya naging teacher from elementary to high school. At saka nung last year ko ng high school since no puwente. Yun yung passion ko for reading medyo na-heightened because of her. And I really am thankful for my English teacher. Kaya every time Miss Sulu will ask me, "Who's your English teacher?" I was like the flashback was like, all the books that they have asked us to read and do a book report. Noong una medyo sinusumpa namin 'yan, pero ayan. So, 'yun po, magbasa pa ulit pa po tayo ng mga konting mga message dito. Ayan, ang ating mga
Miss Nina, banggitin ko lang din yung isang teacher namin nung high school, nakalimutan
sige,
ko.
batiin natin silang lahat.
Ayan,
Mm.
si Miss Mary Ann de la Paz. Kasi siya yung nagtuturo sa amin. Di ba may mga different sounds yung mga yung mga ganyan sounds. Magaling siya doon. Sa kanya kami talaga natuto nung
So, yan, sobrang thank you po. Thank you. Malapit ng English, and malapit ng Teachers Day dito sa Singapore. So, really, we are preparing. And then actually, Teachers Day is every day. I've always been telling the people that how I honor teachers, how whatever it is that they're going through, their dedication, their commitment to teaching our students to learn not just the academic side of it, but the wisdom inside na tinuro natin sa atin ni Miss Sulu tonight. Ang dami nating pwedeng anuhin, bitbitin, damhin, at isama moving forward. Even like us that we are very much like at this age of 28, like you, 'di ba? 28 tayo, marami tayong mabibitbit. So, maraming salamat sa inyong lahat. Pahuli ang ating bago. Ito may ano tayo meron tayong commentor na from I think it's from the Philippines, Bryce Arlic Agdipa. Hi Bryce. Good evening sa iyo. Thank you for watching this BalikBahay Talk, BizSchool BalikBahay Talk. Hope that you can join us again next week. Next week will be another nose bleeding event, a nose bleeding talk, because we're going to discuss sino nga ba ang ating magiging guest doon, Miss Lulu? Miss Norma.
Ayan, dahil binigit mo si Miss Lulu, favorite teacher na talaga natin siya.
Yes,
Kasi,
of course.
Sa favorite English teacher ko. And
Yeah,
mind you, Nina, ang galing niyang gumawa ng learning plan kasi I was able to see her learning plan and natuwa ako because she's been very she's been doing remarkably dun sa kanyang English group. So Miss Nina, next week we'll also be talking with non-Filipino teacher, right? So he will be speaking of anong subject nga ito?
Walang favorite subject. Singapore?
Pero inaaral kong subject to. Sige, Miss Nina.
Singapore Mathematics. Yan.
Ayan na nga.
So, hindi lang just sa mathematics, Singapore Mathematics. And ito po yung isa sa mga pride na, and I would want to also take pride na because I've learned to appreciate that subject more because I know that gaya nga ng natutunan natin kay Miss Sulo, it's not just the academic side of English, but the wisdom that it's being parted. Same as it's not just the numbers for Singapore Math. So hopefully you can watch out and our talker, our sharer, our speaker, hindi lang siya knowledgeable, pogi pa siya. Di ba? Looking forward to that. Yan. Gwapong-gwapo tong teacher namin to. Na-feature kami sa ABS dati. Daming naging fan. Di ba? Ang daming nag-add. So, yun. Mr. S. at Chu. Diba?
Naabangan natin siya. Natin siya next Thursday.
Yan. So, magpapaalam na po kami sa inyong lahat. Salamat sa inyong pag-tambay, pagsama, at hanggang sa katapusan ng ating programa. We are looking forward that you join us again in the upcoming weeks and to discuss all those what is included in HFSE Virtual School, HFSE VizSchool. Because virtual learning is cool. VizSchool.
Peace,
Bye-bye.
Bye. See you next week.
Bye-bye.